It's a beautiful day in the Gayborhood, a beautiful day to talk to Rob Falconer about the Gay Man's Guide to Safer Sex, the 2024 update of the 1997 edition.
Hello, John.
And we're joined by Dr. Phyllis Ritchie from Healthy PS Test, your STI testing and treatment clinic that is free of charge at healthypstest.org.
Thanks. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Tell us about the 1997 version of the Gay Man's Guide to Safer Sex, Rob.
Well, I'm the director and the producer and one of the cast members who does the infamous In Bed with Dr. Mike interviews. And it was the sequel to the first Gay Man's Guide to Safer Sex in 1992, which was a response to HIV that was completely different because everybody felt that the information being given out was hopelessly unsuitable for gay men. It wasn't factual, wasn't frank, wasn't honest, and it wasn't aimed at us. And what it really needed at that point, which was still a pretty high point of the pandemic, was something that was made by gay men for gay men and didn't mince words, didn't hold anything back, and gave people a great deal of help, I believe. It remains one of the most successful gay videos of all time.
And why a 2024 edition?
This is a director's cut. It's never been seen in the format that we're showing it in Palm Springs. They invited me to look at it again because we've come to 40 years, marking the point where we really discovered what was actually causing AIDS, the HIV virus. And they wanted to mark that in a fairly significant way. And they decided, why not use this film and let's see what it still had to say into 2024. And what surprised me as its director was just how astonishingly prophetic it was. Dr. Mike Yule, who was my chief medical consultant and co-writing with me, who's one of the world's most renowned HIV specialists after 30 years on the front line. But without Mike, we probably wouldn't have PrEP. For example, he was one of the key people who brought that forward at the Toronto conference and said to the world, you have to try this. We've done enough work to show that this could make an absolutely game-changing difference to HIV. This was designed to re-eroticize sex as well, because when we made the original ones, there was still a huge amount of fear. I mean, we did not have the kind of combination and protease therapy that exists today. For example, we didn't have PrEP.
I was around in those days.
Yes.
The eroticism was completely gone.
One thing we noticed bringing the film back in 2024, we're working with all the clinics in London again, was that we're at a risk point with HIV, and there's a lot of restrictions certainly happening with funding in Britain, that's for sure, with complacency setting in. And I was wondering what the situation you're finding, Phyllis, is with sexual health services in the US at the moment.
Well, when you sent me the film to watch, at first I thought, this is just a porno. But as I started watching it more, I realized it just fit right into our clinic. It's about sexual health and living healthy. And we want to make sexual health normalized, not in the shadows. And that's exactly what your film does. And we do need grant money. We do need funding. That's what we survive on. Because we're a no-cost, easy, anonymous clinic, and people like that. But we fall right in tow with your film. It's sexual health, living healthy, and taking sexual health out of the shadows and making normal. I want sexual health year, not sexual health month.
What Phyllis is doing and what you're doing is top of mind and front and center, and people can go and see the film, A Gay Man's Guide to Safer Sex, the director's cut from 2024, Rob Falconer, and you'll be on stage together with
Yes.
Dr. Phyllis Ritchie for some chat after the movie.
Definitely.
And what do you two got to talk about? A lot.
We have a lot to talk about. I love talking about sex, John.
Rob Falconer, welcome to Palm Springs. We preheated it for you.
May I just give a quick shout out to Jax Kelly and LKAPS?
Yes, let's kick ass, Palm Springs. Jax is amazing.
And Steve Drew at the HARP project and PS Test, obviously, all of whom we've been working with on this to raise awareness of the screening. And what we want is as many people to come along and use your voice. Where is Palm Springs in sexual health awareness at the moment and HIV? What do you feel about it? come and join in that discussion, because that's what this film is really good at after all this time, is making people talk really openly. And that's why we're here doing this.
Well, you definitely started a conversation in 97 and it continues today. Thank you so much for being in the Gayborhood, Rob Falconer and the
Thank you,
fabulous Dr. Phyllis Ritchie. You can get the full schedule of Cinema Diverse second weekend. It's at gaydesertguide.com. We appreciate you both. Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate you, John. And bye, Rob.
Bye-bye.
See you tonight.
Hey, it's John Taylor. Thanks for watching our video. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our K-Gay channel so you won't miss anything going on in the Gayborhood. And you can always listen live to kgaypalmsprings.com.